So I'm gonna give you a chance to look at the ultimate time and sales there. I'm gonna give you a chance to do that. If you need free information, come here. I'm gonna teach you how to read the market with nothing on the chart. Tell you what your bar will be using time. All right, now I know the market be slowing down. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna look at a 10 range. So we got 10 range here. You can kind of see the blue bars coming in, then boom, they turn the corner. Blue bar if you're on high, they turn the corner, blue bar. Okay, you get it, right? So that's the blue bars that's on here. Large trade tracking bars. All right, you can just go ahead and go with that. I just showed you here. This is the large trade tracker itself. If you want to look at that prior video that I just made, it will absolutely show you the bars with the the little squares and sweeping bubbles and all of those stuff. But this is that ladder. All right, this is that ladder. So let's just take a moment and just look at this really quickly here. I got a little multi-time frames if you want to look at that too. 5 minute, 15 hourly. Just put the bar and swing ladder on these. That's all. And so let's just take a quick look. Again, I have this for range, the range, the tick, the volume, indications, just indications. That's all. You got to know how to read price in order to get your trades to work. I want to go ahead and say that to you. And that's why I have futures trading channel, so you can learn how to read the market with nothing on your charts. But this one here again is really, really important. If you want this one, if you want this one exclusively, it's going to run you a little bit. I suggest you get it with this one, and then there's two additional ones that I showed you earlier in that video that just comes with the platform. So you can, I mean, I'm sorry, not the platform, but it comes with the suite. So you'll have three time and sales. This one is dealing with large size. And so you'll have three. You don't need, I'm not going to say you don't need it, but if you're wanting to see a bit more information, you would be able to get this one in addition with the suite for $1.50. It does not come with the upgrades. So if you guys that already have the suite, if you want it, you're going to have to incur that cost. All right, 250. So you'll have to pay 250. Those that's wanting the suite, you'll just pay 250 out the door, and you can get this one along with the other three. But you don't need it. All right, I'll just say that you don't need it. You can read the market without any of this information if you prefer. All right, it's just best to kind of see what's under the hood while they're moving. Just jumping up and down. Look how they're famous for this. I mean, absolutely slow it down, just grind you really, really bad. They're going to go down just a little bit more. They love to do that. Again, this is since I shot the video prior. They was coming up to that price level there. That's that 30,051 and a quarter. I told you guys about that like back on the 6th, I believe, back on the 6th, or maybe a little bit before that. But they're going to move down a bit more. Again, just giving you a chance to look at it. That's all. Giving you a chance to see what's there. Let's see if they'll go ahead and sweep this bottom here. But they're famous for this. Absolutely famous for it. Absolutely famous for it. The cloud is meant to actually help you. The channel here is meant to help you with your pullbacks. If you look at it long enough, you should be able to see some useful ways of going about it. That's all. Tons of information. Tons of information to offer you. And again, if you're a scalper, this could get you a tad bit closer, just a tad bit closer. I suggest you watch yesterday's video, and that way you can get a better idea of all the other little nuances that I have for timing. $100 for the suite. I want to say that $100. So you don't have to have this addition. $100 for the suite. If you want the suite with this, then it's $250. All right. Save yourself some money. If you want this by itself, it's $300. All right. So just try to save yourself some money. That's all. Really, really tight price action here. Really, really tight. And of course, you guys know about my markers. They're green and red here, but I've been showing them to you in prior videos. They're like a cyan and magenta. You know about those. Marker comes on, hard stop behind the bar. That is really simple. It happens in real time. You don't want them to trigger, of course, the high. If they're going down, you see the red marker. You don't want them to trigger the low of that price. If the marker comes on, you don't want them to trigger the low of that bar, so you can get right up on it. All right, well, they wasn't able to make it all the way through the pivot in the time of this video. I can't hold it but for so long, but I wish you all the best with your trading. Take care.